good morning to you, Grenada Carrier, Crew, PD, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's Good Morning Grenada for today, Tuesday, the 14th day of July, 2026. I don't know why I always have to, just before saying it, correct myself. I keep thinking 2027. Don't know why. Nonetheless, good morning. It is indeed a good day to have a good day in a good way. It is Tuesday. Yeah, and I hope you're having a great morning thus far. Let's do this the way we do it always. It's Tuesday, and let's say the prayer. It's important that we do that. Heavenly Father, we come before you this Tuesday morning with hearts bowed in humble gratitude just for the gift of another day. Lord, you see every trial, every slow walk, every burden that your children are carrying right now. We don't ask for an easy path, but we ask for the strength that only you can provide to sustain us through the hills and the valleys. We pray for those who woke up with heavy spirits or tired minds. Lord, meet them right where they are. Let your peace, which surpasses all human understanding, guard their hearts and minds today. We trust in your wisdom to guide our steps and your grace to cover our mistakes. Thank you for being our rock and our fortress. We place this day into your hands, believing that you are already moving on our behalf. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen, amen, and amen. And let's do this Tuesday encouragement. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. As you move through this Tuesday, remember that you do not walk alone. God's strength is greater than every challenge, and his hand is holding you every step of the way. Can I get an amen, an amen, and an amen to this? Yeah, it's a good day to have a good day in a good way. A lot of folks are just fearful, fearful. But let me tell you this. Don't be a slave to fear. Don't do that. Yeah. The word of the day is up next. This morning I will be joined, of course, by the public relations officer from the Spice Mess Corporation, together with two veteran Calypsonians. And then I'll be joined by a good friend of mine, Mr. Kim Fullerton. We'll be looking at a reunion in the Ladig area. Yeah. Those conversations are forthcoming this morning. So good morning to all my wonderful people. Lauren Salim, good morning. How you doing? Gratitude is always a must. Yulin Alexander, Mildred Smith, together with Shems, Judy, Zamora, the entire family, good morning. The word of the day today, that word is indicator. Indicator. It is spelled INDICATOR. Indicator. And it means a sign or a signal. Here's how we can use that word. A rainfall is an indicator of a season change. Rainfall is an indicator of a season change. It is a sign, it is a signal that the season has changed from the dry spell, the dry season we usually refer to it, to the rainy season. Yeah. Petlin, good morning to you. Derry, good morning. Jellian McIntyre, Michelle Bernard, Lucille Pascal, Michelle, good morning to you. Destined to win overcomer. Monica Meros Williams, good morning. Good morning to Daddy Godwin and Miss Joan as well. Michelle, good morning. Who else is there? Okay. All right. Let me see who else is here. Joanne Brathwaite Batson, Sylvina Charles, Joseph Ross, Dorrit Simon, good morning. Good morning. Gloria Alston, good morning. I'm so happy to have you on board. Erling out there in the US, good morning to you also. The motivational tip of the day is up next. It's indeed a good day to have a good day in a good way. Lovey, good morning to you. Nurse Pierre, good morning. Celebrated your birthday yesterday. I know your colleagues and your children, the family, they were, I know they made your day exceptional for you. Daddy Soup, good morning. How you doing? Hope you're doing fine, Papi. Work hard in silence. Let success make that noise. I love this. Work hard in silence. Let success make the noise. There are some of us that we're so boastful and, things like that, not knowing that all the enemy needs is just an indicator that you're about to succeed. You see how the word tied nicely? Yeah, that's all the enemy needs, right? An indicator that you're about to succeed, and that's where it gets messed up. You understand? If you don't say it, the enemy can't know it because they can't read your mind. They cannot read your thoughts. Work hard in silence. Let success make that noise. Oh, boast not thyself, oh evil man. Sometimes you talk to, as a friend of mine would say, you talk to many. Yeah, don't talk too much. Let your success do the talking. Work in silence. Yeah, I love this one. Really do love this one this morning. Yep. All right, good, nice. Nice. The folks on Carriacou and Petite Martinique, good morning. Folks, it's 20 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Good morning to Norbert, Red Hot, Julian, and all your passengers at this time. Yeah, Drummy Secure is on the bus. Yeah, hope he's doing fine. Joan, Teacher Joan, good morning. Nice. Yeah, work in silence. Let your success make the noise. Good morning. Good morning, Super with Super's Bar downtown. Chucky, good morning. They all locked on. Anon, the busman. Good morning. How you doing? All the busmen coming down over the hill. Zion, KB, and Marcus, Avon. While at that, good morning. Good morning to Errol Amigo Robertson. How you doing, Papi? Yeah, my sister. Not Mr. but Deacon Godric Pear and family of the in Birch Grove, good morning to you. Give Beverly my regards. GP, good morning. And just go next door and tell Mr. Mike Noel and family I said good morning. Folks, the program Safe Grenada is up next. Stick and stay with us, because it is indeed a good day to have a good day in a good way. Yeah. Teacher Mary, the critical eye, good morning. That of content and multi. Syracuse, Don Let, good morning to you and the family. Lovely.
Hello everyone, my name is Nathaniel Stafford, Police Constable number 92, and I am currently attached to the fire department. As we know, the summer is a very enjoyable time to spend with family and friends. But we have to remember that it is important to keep our safety first. As a firefighter, I have seen how quickly a small fire can become a big emergency. So I am here to give you a few safety guidelines to follow during the summer to ensure your safety. Never let your children play with matches, lighters, or fireworks. Stay away from fires used for burning rubbish or cooking unless a responsible adult is with you. Do not hide if there is a fire. Get outside safely and stay outside. If you smell smoke or see a fire, give an alarm and move to a safe place. If your clothes catches a fire, stop, drop, and roll. Learn 2 safe exits in your home in the event of a fire. Remember, being brave doesn't mean getting close to a fire. The bravest thing you can do is to go to a safe place and call the emergency services 911. Together, we can help keep our homes, communities, and the beautiful Spice Isle safe.
Oh yeah, you heard it. Keep the Spice Isle safe. Folks, it's just 43 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. In other words, it's 17 minutes on to 7. Good morning to the folks up at His Majesty's Prison. Yeah. Tanti in Tempe, I hope you had a great day yesterday on your 90th birthday. Yeah. Another year, another gift. And Philip, good morning to you. The folks inside of Mount Parnassus, Rady and surrounding areas. Woburn, good morning. Manjaloo, Woodlands. Yeah. The Rasta man in that little shop right there in the Calavini area. Good morning, Ras. How you doing? Good morning to you, bro. Didn't realize you're locked onto the program, man. Stopped there one evening to get some water, and he was like, yeah, just looking at you in the morning. Good morning, bro. The Cadet family, Mommy Quinn, good morning. Miss Cadet and the entire team at Norris James. Good morning. Remember, it is a good day to have a good day in a good way. Yep, don't forget, folks, in the conversation this morning, the first lap, I'll have representatives from the Spice Mass Corporation, along with 2 veteran Calypsonians. Then I will be having a conversation with Mr. Kim Fullerton on a La Digue reunion. Yeah, I like that idea, you know. Let's rekindle the fires from old time, you know. Yeah, I keep saying that, man, the guys from Pearls, we had to, you know, maybe just go in the bottom of Pearls or on the greens and make a cook up kotai. All you let's go in the lily, in the bushery and hold some crab and do a little cook up as we used to do, you remember? Yeah, good morning, Snake. The Ranger family, Sarge, Roy, Harry, the ladies, good morning. Eric, Urias. Yeah, good morning, good morning. Folks, it's a good day to have a good day. Remember, labor in silence. Let your success make the noise. Let that be your motivator today, you understand? Because eventually, no matter what people do, right, they cannot change God's destiny for your life. You understand what I'm saying? You go through the pressures because the enemy is real. Folks, the enemy is real. There are those out there who engage in iniquity. Yeah, witchcraft and ubia and all this thing, and them all trying to alter God's plan for your life. But what must, there's no changing to that. They might slow the process a bit, but let your success make the noise. All right, remember that. Pray hard. Yeah, I pray hard. Nobody knows. Life is real. Life is lifing, as Raylene always says. Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports, and the weather that comes up next. So stick and stay with us. It's Good Morning Grenada.
Mass is back, and it's bigger and funnier than ever. St. George's Lions Club, Spice Mass Corporation, and Grenlec present All Mass 2026 at the Grenada Boys Secondary School on Sunday, July 19th from 3 p.m. Bring the whole family for an afternoon of laughs, local entertainment, exciting prizes, and a special appearance by the Carnival Queen contestants. Tickets are $40 for adults and $15 for children. Available from any Lions or Leo member, Grenadian Optical, and Clear Vision. July 19th at GBSS promises humorous antics and infectious laughter for the whole family. All Mass, we not giving up. See you then. This advertisement sponsored by Demerara Mutual Life. I'm with Dem.
Grenada, are you ready for the most epic cool down after Spice Mass? Because on Wednesday, August 12th, the Grenada National Cricket Stadium becomes the home of one massive soca experience. Carnival Encore, Sunset Over White. Are you ready? Featuring not one, but two international soca giants, Marshall Montano and the Monk Band. Yes, the band. They'll be joined by some of Grenada's biggest soca superstars for one unforgettable night of music, vibes, and pure island energy. This is the event that keeps the carnival spirit alive. The final celebration. The encore. You don't want to miss. General admission and VIP early bird tickets are sold out online. General admission $150. VIP $550. Get your tickets now at GoToFed.com and the official Sunshine Promotions outlets. Carnival Encore 2026. Sunset Over White, Wednesday, August 12th at the National Cricket Stadium. When the road ends, this is the Encore.
This is the morning edition of news for today, Tuesday, 14th July 2026. In the headlines, St. David's Catholic Secondary School tops the 2026 Girls in ICT competition. 100 students take part in National STEAM Camp. In the region, UN urges SIDS to act on sustainable development goals. Internationally, several foreign nationals among Spanish wildfire victims. And in sports, Grenada Volleyball Association expands technical capacity and Windies loses. The details to these and more right after these messages.
We search for brilliance, looking far, asking wide, not realizing it's been right here all along. Makers, storytellers, dreamers shaping color, rhythm, and vision into something only Grenadians can create. But for too long, we've been working in the dark, hidden, overlooked, out of reach. Until now, Goka's Creative Directory brings everyone, creatives, businesses, and the community into one connected space. Find the artist who understands your vision, the jeweler whose craft speaks for itself, the storyteller and musician whose work reflects who we are. Visit us at creativeaffairs.gov.gd. Your next collaboration is only one search away.
Life doesn't stand still. It moves. It grows. It asks you to believe in what's next. Your first car. Owning your home. The business you you build. The future you choose to invest in. Life moves in steps. When you're ready to take the next one, we're here to help you move forward with banking solutions designed for life. From vehicle financing and mortgages to education savings, credit solutions, and support for your growing business. Republic Bank, ready for life, every step.
Hi, good morning, everyone. With the news in detail, I am Gordon Joseph. Graphics and the team from Hot 98 FM, welcome. In the local news, the St. David's Catholic Secondary School has won the 2026 Girls in ICT AI Innovation Challenge, also taking home the Agri AI Innovation Award. Hillsborough Secondary School placed second and also received the People's Choice Award, while Anglican High School finished third. The competition, launched in April to mark Girls in ICT Day, challenged the students to develop artificial intelligence solutions to address national issues. A total of 120 students from 24 schools participated, with 10 schools advancing to the final. Minister for Information and Communication Technology Ron Redhead encouraged the participants to continue developing their innovative ideas, reaffirming the government's commitment to building a digitally skilled generation.
The question for Grenada is simple. Will we only consume what others create, or will we prepare our people to create it ourselves? From what I have seen through this program, the answer is clear. Our girls are ready to create. Girls, you are ready to lead, and you are ready to solve problems. This journey began with a clear purpose: to empower girls to use artificial intelligence as a tool for solving real national challenges. From the AI in Global Development panel on April 23rd, to the official launch at the Grenada Trade Center on May 8th, to the capacity building and pitch preparation sessions that followed.
Minister Ron Redhead. Now, 100 students from 10 secondary schools across Grenada are taking part in a week-long STEAM camp designed to inspire the next generation of innovators. The camp, which opened on Monday at the Westerhall Secondary School, gives students hands-on experience in science and math with a focus on robotics, engineering, and entrepreneurship. The initiative, now in its 5th year, was founded by Grenadian-born educators Chantel Courtney Registry and Arthur Registry, and is supported by the Ministry of Education. And finally, in the local news, the Grenada Chamber of Industry and Commerce has joined the International Chamber of Commerce World Chambers Federation, becoming part of a global network of chambers of commerce spanning more than 100 countries. Executive Director Petifa Lewis says the partnership will strengthen the Chamber's ability to support the growth and competitiveness of Grenadian businesses while creating new opportunities for trade and investment. That's the local news. Stay with us, the regional and international, along with the sports and the weather. They're straight ahead. Folks, in the regional news, the United Nations urges small island developing states, or SIDS, to act on sustainable development goals. We have more in this OCM report.
small island developing states, including those in the Caribbean, are being urged to accelerate action on the Sustainable Development Goals as global progress continues to stall. Addressing the United Nations High-Level Political Forum, UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres warned that only 36% of measurable Sustainable Development Goal targets are on track, while 15% have regressed. He said developing countries continue to grapple with mounting debt, rising borrowing costs, climate change, and the economic fallout from global conflicts, leaving many with limited resources to invest in sustainable development. Mr. Guterres called for greater international support to expand access to clean energy, safe drinking water, digital technology, and resilient infrastructure. He also stressed the need to lower financing costs for developing nations and strengthen South-South cooperation. For Caribbean states on the front lines of climate change, the Secretary-General said stronger partnerships and increased investment are critical to achieving sustainable development and building resilience.
And looking further afield, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, he visited the scene of one of the country's deadliest wildfires in recent history, which has claimed 13 lives and razed a huge area in the southeastern Alameda province. Some of the victims' families are claiming that they received no evacuation orders from authorities. We have more in this France 24 report.
Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez came to salute the emergency service teams in the southeastern Spanish province as they worked to extinguish the last of the wildfire, one of Spain's deadliest. He pledged resources for the reconstruction of the area and called for a climate emergency pact.
Indeed, we must not only react when these fires occur, we must also take preventative action. For example, we must take preventative measures by securing and establishing perimeter zones around municipal areas.
With the blaze under control, some evacuated residents have begun to return home to find a trail of destruction after the fire burned through 7,000 hectares. Among the victims are several foreigners. Local authorities are receiving help from their British, Belgian and French counterparts with the identification process. Local officials said they went door to door with instructions on how to evacuate or shelter, but some victims' families said they received no official warnings when the fire began spreading last Thursday at up to 100 meters per minute at its peak.
We were the first to be impacted. The authorities should have organized evacuation routes, gone door to door, and used the megaphone to tell us to evacuate. But none of that was done.
These people that died, they had no instructions to follow. They did the best they could in the circumstances they could, and they paid the price.
Local authorities have cautioned that the number of missing people remains uncertain until the identification of bodies is completed. They suspect the wildfire began when a power line broke, setting fire to vegetation that had been parched by hot weather. 300 firefighters battled to put out another fire in eastern Spain on Monday. Wildfires have devoured more than 50,000 hectares of land so far in 2026, more than double the average for this time of year.
And this France 24 report, it brings us to the end of the regional and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Well, good morning, sporting fans. And we hear that the Grenada Volleyball Association is celebrating the certification of beach volleyball coaches Darren Oxford and Christy Lawrence, while coach John L. Phillip earned the advanced coaching certification. The association also welcomed international referee candidates Nicole John and Shakira Colimo, who completed the international referees course in St. Kitts. The association says the achievements reflect its ongoing commitment to strengthening the technical capacity of beach volleyball in Grenada. And then a little sad note here. Well, West Indies, they succumbed yesterday in the second ODI against a touring New Zealand team. West Indies lost the toss but was sent into bat. They accumulated a total of 138 runs all out. And New Zealand, in reply, they surpassed that, 141 for 5 in 32.5 overs, 32.4 overs. Let's hope that we can bounce back in the third ODI, which I think is today. That's the sports. So we'll have more sports during a luncheon and primetime newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
For the latest weather forecast, we now join forecaster Andre Charles at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Andre.
Good morning to you and to listeners of GBN. And here's the weather for today, Tuesday the 14th July, 2026. Currently, the weather is fair and hazy. Winds are from the east at 13 miles per hour. Barometric pressure, 16.5 millibars. That's above normal and rising. Present temperature 27.7 degrees Celsius, relative humidity 84%. Yesterday's maximum temperature 30.2 degrees Celsius. Last night's minimum 27 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 4.4 millimeter of rainfall was recorded, which brings the total for the month to 105.9 millimeters. Now let's have a look at the forecast value for today and tonight. Today we expect some generally fair and hazy conditions with some brief isolated showers. Maximum temperature 31 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides be low at 10:45 a.m. and high at 5 p.m. Sunsets today at 6:36. Rises tomorrow at 5:50. Just a repeat of the forecast, value for today and tonight. Generally fair and hazy with brief isolated showers. Maximum temperature 31 degrees Celsius. I'm Andre Charles, reporting for the Met Office. Thank you.
Andre, just before you run off, just inquiring here, is there any system or any weather system around our vicinity? Because I'm noticing that for the, since the weekend, we've been having, cloudy spells, rainy spells, cloudy conditions and rainy spells. As a matter of fact, yesterday I heard a little thunder. Is there any, system around?
No, there wasn't any. What we've had over the weekend was really, we had a tropical wave that passed, and there was a lot of moisture behind it. And as a result of the moisture, with a little bit of lifting at the lower levels, resulted in the rain that we've had there.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you, Andre. Have yourself a great day now.
Take care. Thanks.
Folks, that was the weather forecast. It came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, neighbor.
Here's the bill I asked you to pay for me.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low?
For one, we size our transformers just for what we need. And we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use.
So while Grenada can't control fuel prices, I can conserve energy and save money.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
It's 7 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. In the local news, St. David's Catholic Secondary School tops the 2026 Girls in ICT competition. Congratulations are in order. And 100 students take part in a national STEAM camp. In the region, the United Nations urges small island developing states to act on sustainable development goals. Internationally, several foreign nationals among Spanish wildfire victims. And in sports, Grenada Volleyball Association expands technical capacity, and West Indies lose the second ODI against New Zealand. Now, that has been the morning edition of news for today, Tuesday, the 14th day of July. On behalf of the entire news department, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a safe and productive day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network. Send an invite to someone to join the hottest spot on the dial, and still, telling you have a safe day. Graphics and the team from Hot 98 FM, thank you for sharing your time with us this morning. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game. They're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
Have you been thinking of purchasing a water tank? Now is the time. Our tanks are built tough, UV resistant, food grade safe, and is designed with thick, durable walls to prevent leaks and cracks. So whether it's for your home, your farm, or business, we've got the perfect size. We've made owning your tanks easy and affordable through our partnership with Ariza Credit Union. Visit On The Spot Hardware, choose your high-quality water storage tanks, and contact Ariza Credit Union.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Hello Grenada, this is Blackadan. On the 18th of July, I'm welcoming you to Radisson Hotel Car Park for the second installment of Groovy White.
Groovy White, a celebration of groovy music. Blackadan. Famid Nappy. I love Black
performing live at Groovy White.
College boy Jesse. Crystal. Alma boy, Angie boy, Happy boy, Inspector, Lavaman, Valine Mandela Links, Mr. Killer, Sabrina Francis, and Briggy Atmosphere. Grenadian host, VC, and live from Trinidad, Sunny Bling. General tickets, $100. VIP, only $500. Groovy, White, Radisson Car Park, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Saturday, July 18th. Sponsors.
30 artists, one stage, one champion. GBN Spice Up the Carnage 3.0 is here. After crowning Warner in 2024 and Dreadline in 2025, the search is on for Grenada's next breakout star. The competition kicks off Thursday, July the 23rd with the quarterfinals. All 30 artists battling for glory. Then it's the semifinals on July the 30th before the grand finals August 6th. Come to the Carnage, cheer on your favorite artists, enjoy unforgettable entertainment, win tickets for major Spice Mass events, and so much more. GBN's Spice Up the Carnage 3.0, powered by Flow, Huggins, Answer Coatings, Glenelg, Springwater, Grenada Distillers Limited, Tropical Catering, Sandals Grenada, the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, and the National Lotteries Authority, with support from the Grenada Film Company, the Spice Mass Corporation, and Jambalassi Grenada. Spice Up the Carnage 3.0. Be there.
Well, folks, it's now 14 minutes gone past the 7 o'clock hour, and at this time I'm joining the man of the moment, the busy man, the active man, Sergeant Troy Paul from the Traffic Department for this morning's traffic report. Good morning, Sarge.
Good morning. Good morning. Introduction.
Why are you smiling so loudly?
As I said, the introduction.
Okay. All right.
Good morning to all our listeners. It is always a pleasure to let persons know what is happening traffic-wise throughout the trial state of Grenada, Carriacou, and PC Martinique. And again, this morning we do have a rather quiet morning with light to medium flowing traffic in most of the areas, lighter in most of the areas. So it definitely means that we have light flowing traffic throughout the trial state of Grenada, Carriacou, and PC Martinique at this particular time. So we focus mainly on the town of St. George and persons who know that if you're coming out from Grandance or getting to Grandance, you do have a light flowing traffic in those directions coming out, especially coming out from the Grandance direction as we head over to the area of Belmont and surrounding areas. We're still experiencing that light flowing traffic coming out from that area. The traffic is a little heavier heading down to the Grenada direction, but nothing to be alarmed of as we take a closer look as we head up onto the area of the Q-James Boulevard. We're still experiencing that light flowing traffic. The area of the Reno Cinema there is just moderately flowing because now we do have that traffic joining there from the area of Springs, Lotus Lane, Carnage, and other areas. So traffic there is moderately flowing, not heavy as we'd expect at this particular time. But as we take a closer look heading up to the Lucas Street direction, traffic there is light to moderately flowing, and even coming out from the Carnage as well, light to moderate flowing traffic there as well. As we take a closer look up onto the area of the Lucas Street roundabout, traffic from the other areas such as Lucas Street lightly flowing, coming up from that direction, and Mars Hill, that is lightly flowing, the chance of moderate to be moderate, and coming from the St. Paul's direction, we do have moderate flowing traffic as well. Not nothing to be alarmed of in that area there. We trust that as we get closer to 8 o'clock hour, that traffic in that area will definitely build. But what we saw yesterday is that we had a late morning traffic from just above minutes to 8 to after 8 minutes and 9 there. Traffic was rather got a little heavier, especially in the area of the Carnage, Port Highway, Top 10, all the way back to Kearney James, especially traffic heading to the town of St. George. But that one of the main reasons too was that the topography of the road of the Carnage, which is a bit bumpy as it now has a continued walk there, which contributes significantly to the slowing down of the traffic or causing the congestion to build because vehicles cannot move as they really want to. The road is a bit bumpy, as we normally call it, the new kick and genie. But nonetheless, we want persons and we advise persons to avoid these traffics. You can use either the local streets or to avoid the congestion along that area. But when we do have the volume of traffic coming up from the Austria as well. But nonetheless, so we focus mainly on the traffic, but as we stated, most of the areas we do have light and some areas moderate flowing traffic. Coming up from the western corridor is rather light this morning as well. Grenada Tank side, we have moderate, and Montparnasse, Tempe, we do have light to moderate flowing traffic in that area. So around this time, or at this particular time, most of the traffic, as we stated, light to moderate flowing traffic in most of the areas. And so what we have experienced and in most of our towns at this particular moment, but we know the traffic will definitely increase as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour. We just take a look at the accident state for the past 24 hours. And we had a total of 6 minor accidents reported for the past 24 hours. And they are as follows. Traffic headquarters reported 2 minor. Sauters 1, St. David 1, and Grenville 2 minor, along with the traffic headquarters. So that gives us a total of 6 minor accidents. Yesterday we had 1, so we do have an additional 5 today. So it definitely means that, as we stated, the traffic accident state fluctuates most of the time, but as we stated, that have a lot to do with the mannerism in which our drivers drive along our roads and our pedestrians walk along our streets. So again, we implore on pedestrians. Along pedestrians this morning, we focus a lot on drivers and not much on pedestrians. And we know as we get closer to the carnival city, the volume of traffic definitely increase in most of our towns, especially Grenville, Guave, St. George's, and other areas. And what people tend to do, especially when the streets are busy, most people walk in the road and create additional congestion for motor vehicles, and also it puts themselves in an danger zone such as hazards for vehicles passing and so on, and that the likelihood of them involving in a pedestrian accident. So it definitely means that we have to look out for ourselves, because you don't want to be injured while walking the streets, and especially our children, where especially the sidewalks might be a little bit crowded, and that they may want to walk into the road. And again, as we on that special appeal, we want to let the persons who normally vend, remember the sidewalk is not for vending. We do have designated areas such as the market square and other areas for you, so be mindful. The sidewalk is not your area for vending. It should be for pedestrians and pedestrians only. Remember, as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour, traffic will definitely increase in most of the areas heading especially towards the town of St. George's. And as we stated earlier on, some of the places that may be a challenge this morning. So remember, we advise you that we'll definitely have officers in strategic position who will assist in the regulating of traffic, but remember, they cannot do it alone. Once you leave home earlier, one of the reasons you definitely avoid these congestions as well, and we do have alternative routes. So as we wrap things up, anything from you this morning?
Not really. Had a very interesting program yesterday morning on To The Point with Mr. Sylvan McIntyre and Richard McPhail, and they're all about road safety and accident prevention and so forth, obstruction, and they raised quite a number of points. Of the ease with which, there's a word that you use very frequently, easement. The easement with which people use the road for garages and just parking lots and so forth, and how dangerous they can be. So I really wish that the relevant authorities can really take heed to this sort of hints, all right, and really clean the nation's roads. There were some ideas coming in, creating some spaces where all mechanics can go and set up themselves, and you go to your private mechanics there instead of everybody having a garage on the roadside and things like that. But there was some really good food for thought from there, so I really hope that you all take a cue from that.
And as you mentioned that, not to infringe on your time of your event, but I trust that it is a time where government will implement new laws as it relates to roadside garages, so that we could take the necessary. Well, we do have some laws as it relates to that, but and having a more as it relates to dealing with the roadside garages as it relates to the excessive obstruction. Yes, the police have an obligation, but if we nip it in the bud as it relates to dealing with those individuals without the license and so on, and we have stringent laws as it relates to that, we'll definitely see a reduction in those persons doing it. There's so much that we can do from our end, but as I've stated, there's a lot more we can do. But I still see effort from government as it relates to the solid waste aspect of it, as it is to be really concerned. But some things are being done as it relates to dealing with that issue.
Legislation and enforcement has to be the key, or they have to be the key. Thank you very much, Sarge.
Absolutely. Have a blessed day.
We've exhausted our time. We'll omit the question this morning. We'll let them ponder on it.
Yes. On that question this morning.
Yeah. Have a good one.
You as well.
All right, bye-bye. Folks, that has been the traffic report. We take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, the conversation commences. Don't you go anywhere.
This Emancipation Weekend, Freedom Takes the Sea. The Media Workers Association of Grenada invites you aboard Unscripted, the Freedom Edition, Friday, July 31st. Step into an unforgettable night of music, vibes, culture, and connection aboard the ultimate summer cruise experience. Meet your favorite media personalities, party under the stars, and celebrate freedom the unscripted way aboard the Ecstasy. Boarding is at 7 p.m., sailing at 8 p.m. Dress code Freedom Chic, bold, stylish, unapologetically you. Tickets are limited and going fast. Get your tickets online at GoToFet and at recognized ticket outlets. Unscripted, the Freedom Edition, because the best stories are the ones you never planned.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. You home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you.
With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card.
Claim your keys, open the door to more
Terms and conditions apply.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Old Mass is back, and it's bigger and funnier than ever. St. George's Lions Club, Spice Mass Corporation and Grenlec present Old Mass 2026 at the Grenada Boys Secondary School on Sunday, July 19th from 3 p.m. Bring the whole family for an afternoon of laughs, local entertainment, exciting prizes, and a special appearance by the Carnival Queen contestants. Tickets are $40 for adults and $15 for children. Available from any Lions or Leo member, Grenadian Optical, and Clear Vision. July 19th at GBSS promises humorous antics and infectious laughter for the whole family. Old Mass, we not giving up. See you then. This advertisement sponsored by Demerara Mutual Life. I'm with Dem.
Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host Gordon Innocent Joseph. News and information. Bring your opinion too. Civil and respectful. That's how we roll with you. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada. Start your day right. Start your day right. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada.
All right, folks, welcome to the conversation this morning. As promised, I've got with me the Public Relations Officer from the Spice Mass Corporation, Miss Shauna. I just cannot remember the surname, you know?
Smith.
Shauna Smith, SS.
Yes.
Right. Add another S and we get a good tonic.
The middle name is S too, so.
SSS. You're too young to know that tonic. Scholar, she wouldn't know that tonic. All right, folks. We're here this morning, like I said, with the Public Relations Officer from the Spice Mass Corporation, and we've got two veteran Calypsonians via our Zoom platform. 11 times Calypso Monarch scholar, Finley Jeffrey, and also the man who just celebrated his 40th anniversary in the business, Randolph Randy Tallman. Isaac, I said Tallman. Oh God, let's sleep at the tongue. Randy Isaac is with us as well. So this morning we're here to talk primarily about the tents, the judging, and the tent structure, and how the tents have been going thus far. So good morning again, Miss Smith.
Good morning to you.
You need some sleep.
I was just gonna say I think I get used to the early mornings with you now,
okay.
but I guess not. If you say
you need, you need sleep, you know. All right, so Since the successful completion of the preliminaries of the Power and Groovy Monarch, I did not realize that Grenadians were so into the groovy thing. Friday night, I said I was going to go to Lassages because I live just 5 minutes away, but I don't like walking. So I jumped in my vehicle and I said, and when I saw the vehicles were packed all the way up to 6 Senses Gap, I said, that's too much for the old man. I'm going back home. You understand? I am really, really happy with the response that I'm seeing from the groovy. I did not see the power soca, but now we've got the master of them all, the actual calypso, the base, the root of the groovy and the power soca. They're derivatives of calypso. Yes. And it's time that the people understand that without the calypso, there wouldn't have been groovy and soca. Exactly. So give us as much support as possible. So from Spice SMC's perspective, the judging and so forth, how are these things going?
Everything is, as it seems, completely on track. We're looking forward to this weekend coming up. And you rightfully said that everything we've seen so far, they have all taken root from the foundations of Calypso. So we definitely have a lot of the younger young men and women who are in the power and the groovy that have taken the aspects of Calypso and they've really implemented it into their music this year, especially with the groovy. If you looked at the performances on stage, you saw a lot of them taking they're taking reference from the old school, and they put it on the stage. And so we had a lot of people in the crowd saying, "Oh, that one give me like a feel of Calypso," and I'm looking forward to next week. So I'm really excited for the crowd turnout. It seems like a lot of persons are looking forward to it this year. We get a lot of faces in the business who's celebrating. Congratulations to you, Mr. Isaac. So it's a year for some exciting music, and we're looking forward to it.
Lovely. Scholar and Randy, welcome to the fore this morning. Scholar, I know this is not a good time for you because, you're usually still asleep, isn't it?
Run your mouth, man, Augusta.
All right, so
Good morning, Grenada.
Yes.
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada, Kaikwampiti Martinique, and all the listeners. Good morning.
Yeah, Randy, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing just fine.
Okay, good to have you. Good to have you. Before I get you folks directly into the conversation from a 10th perspective, I want to hear from Ms. Smith as it relates to the scheduling for the judging.
Yes. So we actually started from this Friday. Very exciting. That's the 16th. And we're going to be at the GBSS auditorium to start. So we're right here in town, and then we're gonna move upwards to the Deluxe Cinema. That's in Grenville that's the Saturday. Then of course we're going to Palmrose RC. Then we're heading back to Deluxe Cinema, and then we're coming back down the road to GBSS.
So which tent is judging first? You remember them up there by their names?
Yeah, I do, of course. So we would have the Northeast Village first in GBSS, and then we move to the Kaiso Bards, and then we have Calypso Kingdom bringing us right back around to Kaiso Bards 2.0. That's the one in Grenville Deluxe, and then we coming back to GBSS for Kaiso Classic. So
okay,
it's a packed weekend.
Yeah. And from SMC's standpoint, right? How are you feeling? Because I know that the staff there have been working throughout in terms of preparing and everything like that. Are you all satisfied with the outcome thus far? With the events that have taken place?
Definitely, and a lot of persons probably, if they're keeping up with me on my little tour of Carnival, they'd hear me say over and over that the most, not surprising, but the thing we are most satisfied with is the community come outs, because persons have really been showing up and showing out in all forms of our competitors in supporting their artists. We had persons for the prelims who were there from day one of the Power, and they went with us right down to the last day of Groovy. And so it's just a case where all the communities are really excited to see what persons are putting out. We see a lot of persons who are saying that based on how last year year when this year they really want to push the different aspects of the culture. So people are asking about the pan, they're asking about the Dimajga, they're asking about the queens. So all the different aspects are really getting highlighted, not just from our standpoint in the office, but from actually the communities and the persons out there, which is it's really good to see.
Okay. I'm sorry we did not have the other leaders of the various Calypso tents with us this morning. It would have been nice to have a good, mix of all of them. But nonetheless, I'm going to go to Scholar. He's the manager for the Kaiso Bads, the 1.1 and the 2.0. Finley, from your tents perspective, you've launched 2 weeks ago, and you also instituted a new version of the thing, Kaiso Backstage, which I think is a remarkable initiative. What is the response? What has the response been like?
All right, well, thank you very much, Innocent, for having me, and good morning to all the listeners. Good morning to my brother Andy Isaac on his 40 years. I'm not sure that I'll reach that far. And good morning to your guests as well. In terms of Kaiso Bads and the new initiative Backstage, the truth is that it has taken on very slowly in terms of crowd participation, because I guess people have a lot of things to do. As a matter of fact, I am looking at it. We have 2 more nights. We have Wednesday and Thursday. That's the culmination. All right.
That's this Wednesday and Thursday.
This Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay.
I'm noticing that no Spice Mass person has visited yet. So Miss
Smith.
Lady, right. So I'm putting that out there for what it is. I am not seeing anything yet. But when Wednesday and Thursday, if I still see no Spice Mass person, then I'll be back on Innocent to run my mouth.
Yeah, definitely.
Good at.
And you know the road open for that.
but the truth is that it's a good initiative, and what is happening is that it gives the artists and the band an opportunity to really tighten up. So we have in 7 nights. We have had 5 so far. We have 2 more to go. All right, and just think about it. Most of the tents, if not all of the other tents, have had an opening night and then they go straight into judging. Now that is not ideal for Calypso. You cannot hone your craft and really put out the best product that you could with this kind of arrangement. It just absolutely makes no sense. You want to sing, and by the time you're facing the judges, when your mouth open, you ain't even have to think about what your mouth opening and say, because you have that lockdown. And sadly, this is not going to happen. So you may have a lot of stumbles, a lot of stutters, a lot of man hungry, so they eating word, and those things. And you can't blame the Calypsonians then, because they're just not as prepared as they should be. So the backstage is something I'm hoping that it will take on, and it will take off. And I'm really hoping that Wednesday, Thursday, the finale, the grand finales, if you want to call it that we will see the school, the Methodist school in Grenville, jump back to capacity.
Okay. Scholar, let me put you on the point, and I hope Mr. Elvis Maureen is also listening. I am attached with the classic Kaiso tent, right? And for the past 2 or so years, we always anticipated and we always heard that preparations were in place for a clash with the classic and the bads. What's the possibility? Because I know that was something that happened in the past. I remembered there used to be a clash with the tents. What's the possibility of that happening this year from the bads perspective? I wish you could say something in the affirmative so it puts Mr. Maureen under some pressure.
Well, as it stands now, Innocent is late. So let's start from there. It's very late. We are heading up to judging, and it is traditional, regardless of what we see. Once you see judging of tents are over, Calypsonians turn off. They tune off. Who will make it, don't make a joke with Calypso. And who make it, ain't studying no clash. They're studying the semi-final and how to hunt knitting and go into the finals. So that is the first thing. Secondly, in order to have a clash, right, and when you used to have clashes in the past, now this was easily done because the bands were part of the tent structure. The bands didn't stretch their hand for money. That is the difference. They were part of the tent. So even if you have a clash, whatever the clash make, the band get something, Californians get something. Now, if you're having a clash with myself and with we and you, right off the top of my head, we are already talking about a $12,000 around the dollars just for the logistics, the bands, not band this time, the bands and the sound system and the venue. We're talking about $12,000 or something dollars there. Calypsonians and tennis don't have that.
Right.
So if we have to have a clash, it has to be either heavily sponsored or we may have to turn again to the mother, and I find the mother get tired of us sometimes in this thing. The mother is Spice Mass.
Yeah.
And they can do so much, they will say. So as it stands now, especially now for this year, it's not realistic.
So can I challenge you all, and I'm talking the management of the tents, that after Carnival is completed this year, some sort of conversation commences so that we can look forward to, one, a longer singing time for next year. All right, and also the possibility of there being a clash, or should we call it an amalgamation of the tents, where all the tents come together one night, and or maybe certain aspects of the tents come and do, because there is something that I've noticed, right? I performed for Croqueta in his tent launch in Spice Basket a couple Sundays back. And there is a clique of people that every Calypso function that I attend, I'm seeing them. So it means that there are some die-hard followers of Calypso still, and they would love to see that. So can I challenge you all that we start the conversation so that next year we have something of that nature?
Yeah, it's a good challenge. The problem with this challenge, innocent, but I've always seen challenge thrown up and people raise their hand and they say yes in July and in August. But between that, you have December, you have October, you have November, you have January.
Yeah.
And it's this thing, and then they all about doing their own thing. And then, of course, you also, and I want to some as though bashing the Spice Mass lady, really. In fact, I don't think that she's a mystery to Spice Mass on this program, but she's here to basically to pan. She's doing a good job. And what they have been doing this year, I can see that there has been a effort really to try to push all of the art forms, as she has been saying in her preamble, and Calypso especially. They came to the tents, took out things. So I'm seeing that effort there. So it's not to bash, but really and truly, Spice Mass, if all of these things have to come together, then the payment of subventions must come earlier. It's something that inhibits. I must admit that it was earlier this year than in a lot of previous years, and I tip my hat to the new CEO of Spice Mass. I can see that this is a difference, but we can still do better, really, because a lot of the tents, they are depending on this to start off, and then, of course, to cap it all off, the subvention needs to increase.
Okay. All right. I've been hearing Scholar a lot. I want to incorporate my good friend in the mix here, Randy Isaac. Good morning, sir. Once again.
Good morning.
Yeah, you start feeling left out.
No, I'm listening. I'm getting information. Good morning, Miss Smith. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning to the listeners.
All right.
The listeners, and thank you for having me.
Okay. Randy, you've just celebrated 40 years in the business with a grand show not Sunday gone, the one before. What has the 40 years been like for you? I remember as a little boy coming to Sea Moon Pavilion at the time to see you tear down the place with Moss International and Leon and Twine and Singing MC and those guys. What has the journey been like?
It's been a rough journey sometime, and it's been a lot of fun sometime. And as I said in previous interview, I wouldn't change it for nothing. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy making people dance. I enjoy being the people's spokesman and bringing good lyrics and information to the masses. I really enjoy being on stage and entertaining people. I think that is my calling, and that's why I take so much pride and passion in bringing forth music year after year. 40 years it happened, and I didn't even know it happened.
You feel it?
No, I didn't feel it.
Okay, but let me ask this also, right? 40 years, and you are still relevant. All right, you look at let's go back to the Squeezy and Leon and Flying Turkey and Jamu. Well, he's singing a new song now, but you are still in the competitions, the groovy and the power soca. How do you maintain that? How do you do that?
Well, as you know, I stayed away from the power soca for a while, but because of 40, I'm celebrating all year. So I decided, I was one of the artists that used to make all 3 finals every year. There was a time, year after year, that's a regular thing for me. And I remember last year, one of the young artists did it, which I'm very proud of him. And the country was talking, this is the first time that happened, but we have to know our history. We can't forget our history. It's just the love and the people. Of course, the people, the way they supported me and the way they embraced me. And, I feel obligated that every year I have to, come exceptionally good in order to be accepted, because the thing is changing. So, there was a time I kind of lost myself, and I found myself again making good music. And this is me. This is what I was born to do. So I would do it at the best of my ability anytime I hold a mic or anytime I go in the studio. So you'd always get good stuff from me. I think I am blessed. So God and the people who work with me, I can't forget my team. There's a lot of writers, musicians, arrangers who I work with. They help me to stay relevant. And I thank God for that every day. And thanks to the people for the support. And as you know, Spice Mass is the number one summer event every year in the Caribbean, and I don't want to not be part of it. I've made my mark, I made my contribution, and I personally think when the time is right, I'll sit back on a rocking chair and enjoy the young folks, because they are coming, they are doing very well. As a matter of fact, I have to work very hard to be in the semifinals where I'm at right now, and even harder.
Yeah.
To get to the finals.
Twice as hard, eh? Twice as hard.
Yes, I ready for the task.
Okay.
I'm up to the task. Yeah.
Well, and what sort of season are you anticipating? You're into the 3 competitions. What's your end game? Where do you see it ending, and how?
Well, it gotta end at the top, because with my experience and the kind of songs that I have this year, I ain't falling short. I'm going all the way as I planned for this. As a matter of fact, I recorded 8 songs and I only released 4. Well, actually 9, because I have a collaboration with a young lady, but I only released 4. Because I think these 4 songs, they are the songs to take me to the top. I'm very confident in this in my situation right now, moving forward. I know with my experience, with my blessed talent, my voice, and I think the sky is the limit. This year, 2026, 40 years, I'm celebrating in a big way. As you can see, July 4th, when I celebrated 40 years in the business, it was a night of music and memories, as I told the people. And the people who was there, they echo my sentiment. They said, we really enjoy ourselves. And who missed it? You lost. You really lost something.
Okay.
Innocent, you missed it, so you lost.
Okay.
And I have to throw that out there.
Yeah.
But this year is I ain't holding nothing back. You're getting everything. 40 years. I don't know if I'm gonna retire after this. I don't know, what's gonna happen after this. So I'm gonna do this all the way.
Retirement age is 65. You have 25 more to go.
You have a lot to go still.
Yeah, but that not for me though.
Retirement
age for me not 65.
70.
You have many carriers.
Well, everybody call for me retirement, Joe.
Well, Scholar, you can't let people determine your destiny. You have to make that decision for yourself.
Randy, a lot of the times, sometimes you need peace of mind. There's nothing better than that.
Listen, you just spoke a book.
Nothing better than that.
Yeah,
all right. This conversation is going off the real track there now.
Listen,
as it relates to the judging, right? I'd like Ms. Smith to just reiterate the judging nights and the tents on those nights, and then I want to just round off with the scholars' take on the judging and so forth. So it starts.
So we start this Friday. That would be at the GBSS auditorium. And then we have Saturday in the Deluxe Cinema. And then, of course, we go to Sunday, which would be in Palm Rose, RC School.
Right.
And then we come back to Deluxe Cinema and go right back down to the GBSS auditorium the Tuesday.
Okay, so let's do it. Croquettes MVP.
The
Northern Village Pulse.
North Village Pulse, that's GBSS.
GBSS on what date?
On Friday.
This Friday.
Yes.
Then Saturday we go to
the Kaiso
Bars in Deluxe, Grenville.
And then
Sunday we go to Pomrose
Kingdom, that's Pomrose.
Yeah, Pomrose RC School. We go back to the Deluxe Cinema for Bads 2.0, and then we round it off with Calypso Classic back at the GBSS next Tuesday.
And if I might say, I one thing I do want to point out with the carnival is that we've definitely seen, and everybody's attested, we see a growth in it, right? And when you have a product that is so authentic, people tend to be drawn to it. And so what we find is that a lot of times with how big the carnival is getting, you see it starting to leak out of the barricades that we had in place originally for it. And so the role of SMC, the role of me and my team is to ensure that we provide a space where this growth can happen naturally and it can flourish. Our carnival needs to flourish. Right. Otherwise it would burst through, because ready or not, carnival come in. Yes. And so I do want to commend men like Mr. Finley who have been in the business and are able to speak fully, authentically and openly about just how we should be seeing change and how things can move forward. Because of course, if you don't pay attention to history, we doomed to repeat it. Yeah. So, it's conversations like these that I'm really happy to see happening during the season, because of course we can take note of it and then we can build towards something better and bigger. So I definitely hope that we can work together with all of the Calypsonians to put together something that they see is fit to be able to showcase their talents and their music in a way that we could package it for the young people and tell them come out, support and see what these musicians have in store for them.
Okay, all right. Scholar, You're judging on Saturday and then on Monday. How prepared are you and the members of the Kaiso Bads and the Bads 2.0?
Well, we still have some tightening up to do, because the truth is that we have some new people who have just joined the cast. We have the foreigners.
Muscles and who?
Messenger. Okay. Muscle Messenger, and then we have Signal. Signal has just signaled his intention. So we're having a rehearsal especially for the people who are just coming in. We have about 5 people just coming in, and the truth is that I thought initially, and I said it all the time, that the tent would have been smaller this year, but the tent is larger this year. We have 29 members.
Wow.
15 in 2.0 and 14 in Kaiso Bads. So we are busting at the seams this year. So we will still have those little preparations to go, but we are confident, that by Saturday, by Monday, that the Calypsonians will get things right, and that everything will be capacitic, as the saying goes.
Yeah.
In terms of one thing, Ms. Smith, I just wanted to put this out there, because though we're speaking about Calypso, but we're speaking about the art form in general, right? And I think you are correct as it relates to. You know, hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Right. I think you are correct as it relates to the grooves and the participation and so on. As a matter of fact, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, the grooves had more entries than the power this year, right? And because you had how many nights of grooves, 4 nights or 5, whatever nights of grooves, and the grooves are really kicking up. And so I do not understand, right? From a Calypsonian, from a lay, let me put that layman now. I do not understand why there were 30 people selected for the semifinals of the power and 25 for the groove. It just makes no sense. As far as I'm concerned, there should have been parity. The groove is so big, there is so many people. Make it 30. Or trim the power to 25, which I do not subscribe to. So make the groove 30. I don't know if it's too late now to do that, but that's what I would have done because it makes sense and there's justification for it.
Okay. All right. I know she's going to take that back to the camp and see what can be done. In terms of the compositions that you're hearing, Scholar, from your 10th perspective, are you satisfied with the quality of the songs?
Very much satisfied with the quality of the songs, very much satisfied with the lyrical compositions. I mean, my partner celebrating 40 years, he has 2 excellent compositions. The only person I think that would have roughly fed us this year is me, so he paid me to.
Thank you, my brother. I want to say that I'm definitely seeing a new light in the preparation with Spice Mass and everything. I really like the job that they are doing. They see a vision, and they're working towards good things for the art form and for the artists. And I really want to commend them for the job they do. I know they are new. The CEO is very new. And when Ms. Smith approached me to do this program this morning, as you know, I'm very busy. You know where I'm at. But I couldn't miss it for nothing. My phone is going off the hook while I'm talking to you. But I must say that if they continue on that path, the only thing we could do is just rise. And that's what we really need, because especially the foundation of the art form, the Calypso, we are really suffering. And I see improvements. Scholar, I like the new initiative we having, the 7 nights at the Methodist, asking everybody to come out and support, because it's a real nice thing. It's a hangout thing. It make me feel like back in the days in the Calypso Castle when we go and hang out, and almost every night we have a show in a little place. It doesn't matter, because people used to play music for the love of it. If we make money at the end of the season, you get paid. If we don't, you don't get paid. But we had loved it. We still the same people. We should still have that passion. Yes, it's a business and we're supposed to earn, but because of the love of the art form and it's so important to our country, I think we should give a little. So with that said, I just want to ask everyone, let's have a wonderful Spice Mass 2026, accident-free, violent-free, and let's enjoy ourselves. As you know, I'm celebrating 40. The sky is the limit.
Okay. All right, Randy. All right. Any parting words, Ms. Smith?
I think they really summed it up wonderfully, and everything that you've said, both Scholar and Randy, it could be applied to all the different aspects of Carnival, in the sense that, of course, this year we are really taking note of everything that is done. We are working with all the different aspects, our competitors, our culture ambassadors, everybody who has a hand in the Spice Mass, so that we can take note and see how, as we move forward to the next year and the next year, we could keep implementing new ideas and new tactics that can allow us to not just grow, but experiment with the growth. So not everything is going to work every time, of course, but without change, without mistakes, you don't have change. Yeah. So of course we're going to try our best to implement what we can and see what really heeds results. So
on behalf of us here at the GBN,
you don't have a minute for me now, because
go right ahead.
Yeah, I'm our boss.
Okay. Go ahead.
Speaking of the boss, I want to join with. Let me say this, right? I've been in Spice Mass for a number of years, and the new CEO of Spice Mass, I'm encouraged, really. She's very affable. She reaches out.
Yep.
It's the first CEO that has been reaching out so much to I know Calypsonians. We have a chat with 10 leaders. She's on the chat. She's saying things, posting information. I mean, I've never seen that. Yep. So sometimes it's the small things, and I'm so very encouraged by your new CEO, Ms. Smith. And please, you can relay this for me, that this Calypsonian is very encouraged, and this Calypsonian has been in this thing for 30 odd years. I expect a bumper carnival this year, as per usual. Innocent, sit down listening, Randy, and I know you're planning in the back of your head because you're talking about the sky's the limit. But Innocent did the thing too.
I am the cloud in Randy's sky, man.
It's according to where your sky is. Sky will be low. But
I must say good morning to Miss Noel. Trust me, I mean, you make me want to sing another 40 years. Just knowing that I have that kind of representative in Spice Mass who love the art form. I know is very knowledgeable of the art form because I spoke to her when she just came in, and our conversation went so good. That is why I went all out to produce quality songs this year and decided to go in because she know and she love the passion that she show and things that she told me about myself that I didn't even remember. That encourages me. That know that the person that is put in charge of my art form have a love for it and will do what it takes to help it grow.
Gentlemen, I wish we could talk for the rest of the day, but we can't. I've got a programming schedule. I know I will get a write-up, but that will be fine. Scholar Randy, all the best for the season. Thank you for joining us. And I know for a fact that it's going to, we're going to have more conversations as the season progresses. All the best. It's difficult for me to pass up by the backstage because I go to bed so early because I have to be here so early, but I'll try to make it one of the nights, but all the best for the season, all the love always. And SMC, you heard it. I need not say more. The Calypsonians have represented, and as Trump would say, they represented bigly.
Yes, and once we have persons who are so passionate about what they do, we would always see success. So yeah, it's good to see.
Thank you, folks. All the best, and that's it for this arm of the conversation. We take the BBC, and when we come back, I've got my friend Kim Fullerton and another representative from that organization from LADIG that we are going to have that conversation with. That's it for the conversation, Ms. Smith. Thank you for joining us this morning.
You.
All right, folks, that's it. Bye-bye. Have a good one, everybody. That's it, folks. We are going to join the BBC. We're running a little late, but that's